Welcome to Ezyeth. You know, all of us are concerned about safety. I think being in networking, being in almost any business, doesn't really matter what it is, right? You got an investment in the stock market. You might have been involved in a multitude of networking businesses, and in many instances, you've ultimately lost. And all of us have lost money in some shape or form, whether we're running our own business, whether it is an investment, whether you're chasing stocks. There's a very good run on the stock market today, obviously, right? The Fed's printing tons of money, plenty of funds in Wall Street for you to earn yourself a fortune. But as you know, everything is cyclical, and you don't know when it's going to decline, and when prices are at their peak. It takes nerves of steel for you to get in. But safety, right? And the thing about safety is you can't eliminate risk 100%. You can't be certain that you can get into something and be dead certain that elements don't change, that something outside of your control can happen, and then your tide turns. You can't control that sort of thing. And for that reason, I think a lot of people have come to appreciate smart contracts today. If you understand how a smart contract works, they sit on a blockchain, and they're sort of rules that determine what will happen in the business. Now, Ezyeth is a decentralized smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. So that's a mouthful of words, which I want to kind of break down and explain to you, because I think every single word is important, and it matters to you. It matters to me, and it should matter. Now, when we say it's a smart contract, what do we mean? Well, the business is and how it moves and how it operates is predetermined, and it's written into a program, and then this program is released into the wild. I kind of like to say it's a little bit like Moses receiving the 10 Commandments, right? It's he's on Mount Sinai. The bush is on fire, and God appears, and he's given the 10 Commandments, and he carries the tablets down in stone, and lo and behold, 2,000 years later, we still live and breathe on these commandments. Now, the smart contract, I'm not trying to equate it to the Bible, but the smart contract is exactly the same thing. It is, once written, it can never be changed. It can't be altered. It can't be modified. And once in the wild, it cannot be taken back. And so it will exist in perpetuity. You can't shut the business down. You can't close it. It'll run forever. There is no end date to this. 20 years later, if people still love this program and want to see it running, it will continue to run. And it will run on the same rules. So that's kind of the first thing you got to bear in mind. The smart contract is a set of rules that determine the operations of the business, which kind of means that you really need to understand the terms of the business. If you want to excel and do well and so on, that's your responsibility. First thing you've got to know is what these rules really say. And I'll come to that a little bit later. But for the moment, please understand that the assuredness you have is that you've got a smart contract that will secure the business, and you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. It is decentralized. So, to explain decentralization, just imagine we have no single operator. There is no company. There is no owner, there is no leader, there is no one who can determine that the business has to go this way or another way. Everybody is equally responsible in the business. We're all peers, and it is a peer-to-peer system. Now, decentralization means you can't go and shut down the company. You can't go look for the owner of the business and cart him off for questioning, anything like that, right? It's simply a contract that's now existing on the blockchain that everyone is participating in. So decentralization is important in the sense that, again, we're not subject to the vagaries of a single operator. And in many instances that we've lost money, you find that a single operator may have good intentions, may have tried his best, gone out there and tried to build a business, and unfortunately he failed for whatever reason, and he's had to shutter the business. So, having a single owner tends to lead to these sorts of issues. Someone having to make a decision that, I want to change this direction, I want to try something different, I want to implement something new, and so on and so forth. And sometimes it works and many times they don't, and then the owner has to shutter the operations and you and I suffer. So that's what we face on a day-to-day basis for nearly all investments that we participate in. So the next thing I want to mention is the fact that this is sitting on a blockchain. Now, all of us in this day and age, as every month and as every year goes by, we hear the term blockchain, we hear about cryptocurrency quite often. Now, cryptocurrencies like, as you all know, Bitcoin, and second to Bitcoin is Ethereum, and you would have heard of these currencies, and these currencies are no different to, say, the Japanese yen, the Korean won, the US dollar, the pound, the euro. It's just another currency. But these currencies aren't owned by anyone in particular. They have been written on a blockchain, on a contract, and cast in the wild. So the blockchain is a ledger, which means that nothing can operate without you and I knowing, without the system knowing. It's fully transparent. And that's another really important aspect of safety that I wanted to share. Everything that's going to be done in the smart contract is going to be recorded. You go to etherscan.io, and you can, if you knew my wallet address, you would know exactly how much money I've received, how much money I've sent, what kind of packages I've purchased, everything, right down to the last dime, right down to 18 decimal places. So it's wonderful in terms of the fact that no one's here to trick you, no one's here to con you, there's no scam involved. It is simply the execution of a smart contract. So how does it work, right? And I think it's a really smart plan. It's called crowdsourcing. So we're all here to place money into a community, and as a community, we're here to earn money and help each other. That's the premise of the design of Ezyeth and how it works. Now, the program's broken up into two parts, right? We call it Easy 1, we call it Easy 10. So Easy 1 allows you to earn from people that you refer directly to Ezyeth. Call it Easy 10. It's designed to help you derive earnings from 10 levels deep. And in 10 levels in a system like ours, where the first level has 3 and the second level has 9, and then you have 27, you have 81, you have 256, and so forth. At the 10th level, you have 59,000 people. You get to earn from a crowd, a community of 89,000 people. That's the excitement of the program. That's an enormous number of people, and a wealth of opportunity to earn. 100% of the money gets repaid into the community. Not a dime gets lost. Not 1%. No company, no leader, no single entity takes away a single percentage. 100%, as determined by the smart contract, is repaid into this community. This makes Ezyeth the most powerful platform today. If it's a great program and everybody's earning, it will just keep going. The elements in it are designed to keep it flowing continuously to ensure that you have an income that comes in and surprises you nearly every single day. That's how the program is designed, and that's why it's really exciting. If you understand the rules and you play with these rules, maximize earnings based on the rules as you understand them, everybody gains. So I'm looking forward to welcoming you to Ezyeth. We're going to be launching in a very, very short time, which means in a matter of days. I should kind of tell you before I sign off that you've got to be paying attention to the official channel on Telegram. Just, log into Telegram and search for Ezyeth, that's EZYETH official, and register yourself with the channel and get yourself, make sure you get all the alerts, because the day we launch, you can expect maybe 50,000 people sort of at the start line waiting to join. And the quicker you are, the more you will earn. Speed is really important. Make sure you put the effort in to also grow your community, because that makes all the difference in the world. So, once again, I can't wait to welcome you to Ezyeth. We're just a few days away from launch. Buckle up. This is going to be a ride of your life. Thank you.